pounds over. He is 32. Šavkat Rachmanov turned 26 yesterday. Happy birthday to him. He is the taller man, less pronounced in reach, where Rachmanov will have an advantage of half an inch. All right, now to get us primed for this one, here is the buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 12 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Kokshetau, Kyrgyzstan, Šavkat Nomad Rachmanov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a Muay Thai kickboxer holding professional record. 22 wins, 8 losses, 1 draw, 2 no contests. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 173 pounds. Fighting out of Tres Rios, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Alex Cowboy Oливеира. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Lucas Bosaki.
Lucas Bosaki, our referee. The lovely and talented Red De La Cruz is here, as is the equally lovely and talented Camila Oливeira. Alex Cowboy Oливeira is in the building. He's a plus 110 underdog tonight. This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Rachmanov in blue. Oливeira is in gray. We'll call it white.
Oh my goodness, already a big darting right hand by Oливeira.
Yep, a stick and a move 20 seconds in.
That's one thing about Cowboy that a lot of people underestimate is the athleticism. He's so physically gifted. He's fast, he darts in and out, and he gets back to space and fights you exactly where he wants to be fighting. And he has this ability to make guys who intend to make the fight all action and exciting kind of stop and stare, and then he just kind of picks you apart.
You set him up beautifully. He doesn't get enough credit for that athleticism, that physicality. Former rodeo bull rider, used to be an absolute killer in the nightclubs in Brazil back in the day.
Rachmanov looks very calm, very confident. Shoulders moving left to right, throwing the outside leg kick. To this point, he feels and seems like he's in the right spot.
Rachmanov was previously in line to make his debut against both Bartosz Fabinski and Eliezer Zaleski dos Santos. Finally able to make that walk here tonight and trying to move to 13-0 in the process.
As a prospect, as a first-time UFC fighter, you see Cowboy standing across from you, and it's a little nerve-wracking. But look at the level of competition that he's been matched up from the very start. This young man believes fully in his ability to compete with the best in his division.
Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Oh, and a big knee to the body from Rachmanov. Counter left from Cowboy.
That was nasty, John. Rachmanov threw a left hook and landed that beautiful right knee. Cowboy barely avoided getting hit in the head with that shot, which would have ended his night.
About 2 minutes have gone by. Rachmanov outlanding Oливeira 15-6 unofficially. Nice knee from Rachmanov there.
You saw Rachmanov try to step over and trip Oливeira there. That's one of those combat sambo types of takedowns. You get into the clinch and you start to really play with a guy's feet and trick him into landing those throws and trips. Cowboy did a fantastic job of avoiding that, and now he is the guy putting the pressure into Rachmanov up against the side of the octagon.
A lot of folks wondered aloud how Rachmanov would hold up under this type of physical pressure.
And to this point, he has made the grade and exceeded it.
Yes.
But right now, he needs to find a way to get back out of space, right? Normally, Oливeira would be the one trying to get back to range. But Rachmanov has put it on him at range to this point and hurt him very bad with that knee. Forcing Cowboy to want to fight it close.
And this clinch is usually Cowboy Oliveira's world. Rachmanov fighting for the underhook, excuse me.
And you see Rachmanov struggling to break the clinch, John. You see it's hard for him to find and get a get space from Cowboy Oliveira. As Oliveira changes levels to try to go to a takedown, Rachmanov immediately digs the underhook and pulls him right back up into the 50-50 position.
Rachmanov, a master of sport in combat sambo, known for having outstanding cardio.
And that's one area where Oliveira struggles at times. As the fights go long, he fades. So if Rachmanov has cardio as has been advertised, as the fight goes long, it will swing in his favor.
And we don't know the details of why Cowboy Oliveira did miss weight by a couple of pounds, but always bears watching in terms of the gas tank when there is a weight miss.
Yeah, for sure. And John, honestly, the amount of time that he took in order to try to make the weight is very alarming, because he didn't show up at 10:59 for an 11 o'clock weigh-in. He showed up at 9:25 to weigh in and say, I can't do this. I need to just go and start to rehydrate. Oh, guillotine.
Rachmanov, he's got a great guillotine. Remember the name, Shawkat Rachmanov, with a huge win in his debut.
Wow. John, this young man said that he was going to dominate this fight. And I almost smirked at him, because how do you dominate a guy like Cowboy in your debut? Shawkat Rachmanov just did that. He won the fight on the feet, and when the fight went to the ground, he got the submission.
Shawkat Rachmanov, 13-0. And now we will take a look at tonight's freaky fast finish, brought to you by Jimmy John's.
I mean, this was the extent of the offense from Cowboy Oliveira. Big right hand lead, darted in, dipped under, and got away. But then watch here. Shawkat Rachmanov goes right hand over the top, charges Cowboy Oliveira. Watch this knee, right up the middle. Boom! I mean, that hurts. Hurts Oliveira, and from that point on, it was all clinch work from Cowboy. Did not want to be at space with this young man. Got to the clinch. Eventually, he drops down to a double. Rachmanov takes the guillotine choke. Cowboy tried to stay patient, but look at how tight this is. When you start to attack the arm and try to find space, and there is nowhere to go, you tap and live to fight another day. Great debut by the young man from Kazakhstan.
And he takes so seriously that opportunity to rep Kazakhstan on the biggest of stages, and couldn't have done it much better tonight. We'll talk to Rachmanov after this as we continue live from Fight Island.